Most bug Pokemon are designed to look a little skittish and alien. But how do you design a bug Pokemon that's both cute and looks like a heavyweight wrestler? Welcome to Drawn to the Dex, the show where we strip away the stats and the typing to look at the visual logic that makes a Pokemon iconic. And today, we're looking at Johto's biggest sweet tooth, Heracross. On the surface, it's just a big blue beetle, but when we look at the compositional logic, we see a design that perfectly balances cute and colossal. The name itself tells the story of its power. In English, the name Heracross is a combination of the Greek hero of unmatched strength, Hercules, as well as the word cross, likely referencing the cross clash of a beetle's horns during a fight. It's a name that immediately tells you that this insect is a warrior. To understand why Heracross stands out after all these years, we have to look back to its debut in the original Generation 2 games. Heracross couldn't be found by just walking around in the tall grass. Instead, there were specific trees in the game that a Heracross could drop out of after the player headbutts it. By hiding Heracross behind the headbutt mechanic, Game Freak gave it an immediate sense of rarity and weight. It became a hidden prize to those who found it before Goldenrod City, giving them a fighting-type Pokemon to take on Whitney's gym. Jeez, I still have nightmares about that Miltank. Heracross is based off of the Kabutomushi, the Japanese rhinoceros beetle. The name literally translates to helmet insect, and you can see that visual appeal in its silhouette. But unlike its rival Pinsir, which looks predatory and jagged, Heracross is designed with soft, round edges. This reflects its lore. It's a docile sap feeder. It has no interest in hurting you, it just wants to be left alone with its honey. This makes its design completely approachable, even though it possesses terrifying physical power. When it came time for a Mega Evolution in Generation 6, the designers leaned even harder into that heavyweight identity. They traded that sleek beetle look for something closer to a Hercules beetle. As it Mega Evolved, it became bulkier in every sense of the word. It builds upon the original concept by turning Heracross into a living, organic piston. It looks less like an insect at this point and more like a piece of high-pressure machinery. But what makes the anatomy of Heracross feel so perfect for a fighting bug type? When looking purely at Heracross's silhouette, the most iconic element is its horn. It creates a strong T-shape that intersects with the vertical oval of the body. This T-axis is a visual shorthand for leverage. Because the top of the T is so wide and heavy, the viewer's eye is naturally drawn upward, creating a look that suggests the Pokemon is built to fling things much larger than itself. Heracross is also composed almost entirely of rounded convex curves. By using these soft shapes for its limbs and torso, the designers signal that Heracross is not the aggressor, but if provoked, it'll easily flatten its opponent. Notice the gap between the horn and the head, and the way its antennae curl outward. The use of negative space here ensures that even from a distance, Heracross can never be confused with another bug type. It owns this outline. Next up is color theory. Its primary color is a deep saturated navy blue. The psychology behind this color is that it represents stability, trust, and calmness. By choosing a cool dark blue instead of a danger color like red or orange, the design reinforces the lore that this is a peaceful sap feeder. However, the richness of the blue prevents it from looking weak. It looks dense, almost like armored steel. The eyes are the only break in the monochromatic blue body. They're a bright, solid yellow, and yellow is the complementary to blue on the color wheel, meaning it provides the maximum possible pop without being jarring. Because the rest of the body is so dark and uniform, your eyes are immediately pulled to those yellow circles. This creates a focal target, making Heracross look focused and intelligent. It gives the Pokemon a soul that many other bug types lack, as their eyes are often compound or multifaceted, making them feel alien and unreadable. By combining a heavy, grounded silhouette with a calm, high-contrast color palette, Heracross achieves a friendly tank aesthetic. It feels like a piece of heavy machinery that you'd actually want to pet. This balance of mechanical power and organic softness is exactly why it stands out as the gold standard for bug-type design. So how does this Johto heavyweight measure up on our scorecard? Silhouette clarity. That massive T-shaped horn is a unique geometric anchor that exists nowhere else in the Pokedex. We're giving this a 10 out of 10. Fundamental appeal. It's a rare design that manages to look like it could flip a truck, but you'd still feel safe sharing a jar of honey with it. It hits that buddy aesthetic perfectly. We're giving this a 10 out of 10. Visual detail. It doesn't clutter the frame with unnecessary spikes or patterns. The simple contrast between the navy blue exterior and the high intensity yellow eyes creates a focal point that is impossible to miss. It may be a bit too simple in the grand scheme of things, however. We're giving this an 8 out of 10. And lastly, cultural longevity. It redefined what a bug type could be, moving away from the early game fodder trope into the realm of competitive powerhouses. It's a design that feels as fresh today as it did in its debut game. We're giving this a 9 out of 10. And with a score of 37 out of 40, Heracross lands itself in the A tier ranking. Heracross is a testament to the idea that you don't need a complex neon palette or a dozen extra limbs to be iconic. You just need a clear purpose and a memorable silhouette. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you think that Heracross is the most iconic bug type in the whole Pokemon series? Or is there another bug type that clearly takes the spotlight? That's about it for this episode. Tune in next time to see which Pokemon we're drawn to next, right here on Drawn to the Decks. See ya!